like seeing, especially when North Carolina South Carolina come together and they're able to bring in some other people from other states too. Like, of course, here we have Max coming in from Michigan. We got some Tennessee people in the building.
Yeah, we have some Alabama people in the building. Yeah, I know I was warming up with Shane and MBH, I think, who are from Georgia. So we've obviously got the Virginia crew. So people from all over the place. And I mean, what more could you ask for, right? Like,
yeah.
We had, and I know I was talking to CJ. We had over 400, almost 500 people in the venue yesterday,
yeah.
which is crazy. That's crazy.
Like this could become like a big Southeast event, and if we get to that point, then like this is the perfect place.
Yeah. Hey, all I'm saying is that as much as I'm super down with the 2X modifier for the Carolinas, they've got Patchwork coming up this year as a major. They've got this cooking. They've got stick drift cooking in Sova. I was gonna say that 2X modifier might not last long, guys.
No, like people are gonna have to come here eventually, or else these things are just gonna keep happening.
But I believe we are getting ready to get into it. Players just waiting on a ready signal, I believe. Yeah. There's the fist bump. So
and it's gonna be a Winthrop team kill in winners quarter. It's unfortunate, but it happens. You got so many good players signed to the same team at the same event. It's going to be NoTag on one side, Anarchy on the other. Mario versus Greninja. These two have played a lot, and I mean a lot, since Anarchy moved from I'm not 100% sure on what the set count is. I believe it's Anarchy favored, but I will have to double check.
Very important though as well. Last Rock the Hill 1 was won by NoTag, coming through losers, making the reset. So attempting to try and do it, qualify for top 8 winners side this time and keep that streak alive. One of the most explosive Marios out there, looking for an early string but not going to find the stock. So just trying to reset, continuing the pressure, but that's going to lead to a reversal from Greninja. Anarchy has some of the best movement in the business.
Absolutely. It's going to be very tough for Mario to navigate because, as we know, Mario not a whole lot of range, not a lot of burst movement. And kind of struggles to catch these characters that have movement like a Greninja, like a Sonic, like a Sheik, Joker, yada yada. So he really just relies heavily on getting the straight hits and putting you in bad scenarios where you can't move out of it. Greninja, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Up smash connect does not work. So we're just going to continue to live on the stock as Mario. It's going to be tough for Anarchy to really get back into it now, I feel like.
And I like that a lot from NoTag, just using the neutral or giving himself a better position because he wasn't sure he could find the edge guard there, then able to reset, close out the stock. Later on, that being said, down till up smash, not going to do it yet, even when it does work, still not strong enough to kill without that rage to back you up. So now it's just Anarchy having to hop away, not having the tools to really fight you out from that angle off the platform against Mario.
Now, NoTag trying to find a way to tack on a little extra damage right here. 124 on his stock means he will be dropping out one very, very shortly. So any sort of combos right here, any sort of straight hits, even very much appreciated. Forward air spacing was on point, but landed a little too quickly, not going to actually have to come out.
And right now we're seeing kind of the big weakness of Greninja is that even though it works there, you know that they're looking for forward air, you know they're looking for down tilt forward air. This character has a very, very stringent kind of what I call a play chart, right? You know what they're looking for in neutral, you know what they're looking for in advantage. Any given situation, they really only have 1 or 2 options. It's a very linear character with very creative moving mix-ups. And so that's where Anarchy thrives, is in that movement, in these situations, in neutral, mixing those short hops, full hops, you know, especially sharking you under a platform. But when it gets to kill confirms, you can last a long time just because you know what's coming.
Right. Let's see what this guy here. Pretty much an even game right here, up until that unsafe connects. Not sure if that was an input error or a card reading going wrong. Now NoTag being able to capitalize right here. Back throw, put him back off stage.
And looking for the back air, not going to find it, nor the 2-frame with that out smash. So going to be able to reset, but back air, back throw, no forward throw, going to reset the situation and going to lead to a reversal. But that up special coming out so fast as it get off me tool. So going to find the reset, the drag down on jab, very creative continuation there from Anarchy to keep it going, but not going to find the confirm with some good upwards DI plus Mario's floatiness. He is really struggling to find these kills. You can tell NoTag really knows his back.
Yeah, they're both going to be looking a little harder than usual for the kills, I feel like, just because not only is it's going to be tough for Mario to catch Ninja, yes, but also Anarchy's playing against Mario enough to know what exactly they're out for. So they're both going to be preying on tendencies pretty much.
And you can see, right, like, right now both players just playing very patient neutral. The dash in, dash outs, they're trying to bait a commitment, especially, you know, NoTag trying to bait that grab from Greninja with just how laggy it can be. There we see it, and now it's gonna be the edge guard situation once again. Anarchy forced to commit and getting 2 frames. That down tilt so incredibly active, and the unfortunate unforced error to close out the stock. You cannot be making those mistakes this late.
Yeah, it looked like he just wanted to ungame for some reason. It didn't happen. Strange stuff. But either way, we're going to get back into the stock here. 155, that means you get a straight hit, it'll probably take the stock right here. So don't really need to look too difficult, or too hard for the kill, rather. But NoTag is looking to put on some damage right here. We only got 24 right now, but if we can extend that, or how we got Anarchy in a prime position right now to get off the combo and end this game as we speak.
And I love these wave bounce fireballs from NoTag to either retreat, as we saw with the first one, or kind of get himself above fireball to find some unique approach angles. Well, different than what you would just find from your standard approach or retreating to one. Give yourself a little extra aerial momentum to control that mid-range space, because the reason we see NoTag playing so far away is, well, exactly that, just how fast Greninja is, how much space he can close that. His burst range is so large, you have to respect it.
Let's see if NoTag is able to get off the ledge right here. Fireball somehow going to get him that damage and run away unscathed. Now we're back at center looking for an opportunity here. But so is Anarchy. We're still looking forward to get on the stock at 183. Shield grab desperation. Greninja's not typically going to go for that shield grab because it's so slow and you don't really get anything. But NoTag is putting on so much damage. 86, 95, and it's still going.
He found 3 continuations there, despite some great DI, including that early tech from Anarchy to get out, but NoTag just kept the onslaught on. When you're in defense, it doesn't matter who's faster, who's slower, because those rolls only go so fast. NoTag, though, using these back airs to zone out, try and bait Anarchy into certain positions where NoTag can find ledge, find platform, or in that case, right, shark you under platform with that up smash. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide, and Anarchy forced to utilize his movement, and was kind of getting conditioned into these certain positions where NoTag, if he finds a grab or an up air, gets a platform combo. Or is suddenly able to just hit you with an up air and then forward air you, kill you. Ooh, beautiful play from NoTag to play that mid-range, play the positioning game, and throughout these back airs, not with the intention of hitting, but with the intention of trying to shift Anarchy's position into the space that NoTag can find the maximum control.
Right. It's all going to be about space control from NoTag.
And speaking of space control.
Oh, yeah, no. We've got all the space, and we will be controlling it, because now we're playing Samus.
Yeah, I did not know NoTag had a Samus.
No, the Samus has been putting in work for the past, I want to say, year and change they've been working on the Samus. Got sets on pretty much everyone in South Carolina that's not named CJ at this point. And he might have a CJ set with the Samus. I'm not 100% sure. But regardless, Samus is legit. It's an actual co-main / secondary at this point. I'm not sure which can't be utilizing on that one. But Anarchy's gonna have to deal with him. I did check their set count before. The Samus has beaten Anarchy twice.
And the important thing too, like, it's not just this Samus that Anarchy's played against, right? Anarchy comes before South Carolina was in Newfoundland, not the most populous zone, but also a Wi-Fi demon, right? Finding that confirm easier on Samus for being floaty, but Samus, notably one of the most common Wi-Fi characters. Anarchy has the matchup experience. It's up the wazoo and is now really putting it to work with those uncharged shurikens, which block out a lot of Samus' projectiles.
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of, have you seen Wi-Fi Samus or have you seen my Samus? That's what it's going to come down to. And right now, full stock up is Anarchy, and it hasn't really looked like NoTag is landing solid in the entire game. 12 isn't much, especially for a character like Samus that just kind of like does damage on accident. So you can definitely just tell off the numbers alone that Anarchy has been playing their game and their game alone for the past minute and a half. Going on 2 minutes now.
And the thing with Samus, right, is that she controls space very linearly, and then when you jump in from a diagonal, wants to catch you with a forward air. But Greninja is so flexible on his movement between that high jump, the fast falling and the fast ground speed, that you kind of just can bait that out, jump in anyways, and continue that onslaught. Anarchy has been executing to perfection, but even still, don't hate the switch from NoTag. You're up a game, it's a best of 5 set. You might as well check if it works now versus later.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, weak nair in the forward air, that's still gonna kill for center stage. I really wanted to just wait and see what NoTag had in store. See if they were able to find a big hit right there, but Anarchy was able to turn it around on 2 stocks up. But at the ledge though, this is where Samus thrives. At that mid-range and at that ledge, that's where she's going to be getting most of her damage on. Trying to land on stage, trying to cheat right there. You just got to grab the ledge sometimes, but it's scary being that ledge against Samus, man.
It absolutely is one of the best ledge trappers in the game for sure, but it doesn't matter, or if you're not great off the ledge against Samus when you've only been put there once the entire game long, and after that one interaction, it's back to the Anarchy show, immediately finding his own ledge trap scenario that's there to find the boxing, but reading it, and the turnaround grab was beautiful stuff from Anarchy to get out of dodge for the second. Samus is so good at sharking you, but less good when a character can just get around you as well as Anarchy's Greninja can. And NoTag has just been fighting for every single hit.
Yeah, I was with them on the Samus and just thugging it out to see if they can make the game work until that interaction where Anarchy was standing there waiting for something, saw grab, jumped over, and punished. It's like you can't play this character against him right now.
Looking for the cheese. Holy moly.
Yeah, the super missile into down air. Like,
yeah, bomb into super missile down air is super creative, but didn't find its mark. Or NoTag, though, still getting good damage, and if he finds a stock, I mean, it's not impossible that he still finds a way to stay in this game.
Definitely not, but it's not looking like he's going to find the stock, not the way the Anarchy is playing this game. It would take like a massive meltdown at this point for NoTag to really get back into the game, I feel like. Because you can see the way he's moving, you see the way he's finding his hits, and positioning's been on point. Like they know how to shut down this Samus. They're demanding the Mario now in games, right?
And I think it's really important too that Anarchy showed, even if this ends up looking like last stock game, showed out this dominantly. Because it's gonna stop NoTag from, say, maybe trying Samus again. And if he takes game 3, goes game 4, right, and trying that Samus again, trying the proto Banham approach, is kind of, I think he's firmly taken that Samus off the table at this point and forced the commitment to the Mario, which also allows his adjustments to come online.
Yeah, for sure. So going into this game 3, let's see. They're back on the character select screen. Going to small battlefield. I don't know if that implies anything character-wise for NoTag, but it should be Mario. Yeah, there we go. So Samus came out, did something, that's for sure. So now we're just going to go ahead and put that away. We got the data. It's okay. It's 1-1 now. Basically a fresh set. We're basically playing a best of 3 at this point. So let's go into it.
And now you see the moment. Anarchy is sitting there smiling, and they're talking something over. Or these two, I mean, friends outside of the game. But the question is, you know, we still haven't seen that lock-in from Anarchy, though he did hit. He did win the game, so he did have to pick first, which means we know that Greninja locked in. And the long handshake, Anarchy not letting it go, maybe trying to
delay the game.
I was just thinking, trying to give NoTag a little bit of a hand cramp, you know, stop some of those Mario confirms from working quite as well.
You can't sit here and come if you can't play the game, so it's a valid strategy. But we're gonna go ahead and get the small battle here for game 3. Yeah. 1-1 apiece, like you said, basically that's 3 at this point.
And I like this counter pick for NoTag, right?
Same.
You don't have that movement speed as we talked about, even though you did a great job controlling Anarchy's positioning through your back air usage in game 1. You still just would rather have less space for your opponent to work with, is so that you can play that scrapping game a little bit more, especially when you're as explosive as Mario. That being said, PS2 is such a good stage for the character, and less stage means that you have to fight Anarchy up close more. He can use that movement and to get tricky even more. And when NoTag's missing his down air confirms at the end of those strings and giving Anarchy extra opportunities, it makes you wonder if it's really quite as good as we think it is.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Keep Trump. Haven't seen that in just a little bit. Nice little easy way for Mario to just like force a less Trump.
He's making up for Dark Wizzy DQ, because that's a Wizzy special right there.
Showing off the Mario tech now that he's the only one in the building. I get it. Down tilt forward air, really from center? Wow, okay. I didn't think that was gonna be it. I thought Mario was just gonna fade his way back to the ledge right there.
Makes sense. Small battlefield, a little bit smaller of a stage, but it doesn't matter how big or small it is because NoTag has those. He's full committing to that edge guard, finding the stock, and now I love that positioning from him. You saw Anarchy just have to run into his shield to push him out holding that edge of platform. There's not a whole lot that Greninja can do to get away without getting hit there otherwise.
Up here right there, just gonna stop Anarchy from landing. Basically a Shoryuken right there. Invincible on startup, does a lot of damage, can beat out a lot of moves. Well, not a lot of damage, but does enough damage for a panic up B, you know?
and one of the fastest out of field options in the game as well, right? It's one of the best get off me tools out there. Somehow though, NoTag just barely getting away from the sharking and from this water frog. The pressure is on though, as NoTag's percent just keeps on climbing. Anarchy has come to play in game 3, and despite game 1 not going his way, that Samus game was the warm-up he needed.
Absolutely. That down to up smash not going to do it just then, but look at the damage, look at the lead that they built up, 90% plus, and they still have NoTag on the side of the stage right here. It's basically where they've been since Go was on the screen. They've either been on the left side trying to fight back, or the right side trying to fight back. Center stage has been foreign to them. Let's see if Anarchy can capitalize right here, because right now he's looking really good. Spacing has been great as it was in the Samus game. But like now they just gotta figure out a way to really build this lead.
And one of the big adjustments that we've seen Anarchy make as opposed to game 1 and even game 2 has been the implementation of sync. We didn't really see it as much in game number 1 or game 2, but here in game 3 it has been on full force. Or the full dash is in and drift back, but Ninja's traction is low enough that he has a very good one, and it's just an incredible amount of extra pressure that NoTag has to account for, and just hasn't been able to do so as the up throw closing it out. One of those kills you eventually throws, but
yeah,
I mean, hey, we're at eventually, so why not?
Like I said, you just keep hitting them, eventually they will drop. I love the way that they got that by forcing the low recovery with the Hydro Pump. Just full display of damage there from Anarchy. If they're able to get back to center of stage right now, stop getting hit by these stray Mario hits, it could be a really, really big game for him. But somehow that grab interaction, I don't know, probably meant to turn that grab around. That was really weird. So, but now, he's doing damage right now. Go ahead and link all that Dragon up air into down tilt into the forward smash. Anarchy laughing NoTag percent right now. And that down tilt up smash is going to do it on a small battlefield. I could hear the kill screen go off from in here. It was definitely going to be a KO right here on this stage.
My friend, and that whole situation started from what looked like a snapback pivot grab. In that NoTag was drifting left, landed on platform, immediately grabbed, and got a pivot grab off towards the edge of platform, which allowed Anarchy to find that whole string. He was dropping a lot of combos and a lot of inputs that game compared to game 1, and whether it was just the nerves, the tournament pressure, or again, going back to the fact that maybe it was the fact that playing Samus for a game caused the hot-handed Mario to just cool off a little.
Either that,
it's hard to know, but
you just gave Anarchy a game for free to get rolling. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
I don't think one game of playing another character is enough to mess you up going back to your main, especially when you've been playing presumably Mario all weekend. But like the dangerous part of counterpicking like that is that if you drop that game and that ball gets rolling on the other side, because it was 1-0 and NoTag looked great in that first game. Now all of a sudden it's 1-1 and now it's 2-1 in the favor of Anarchy, and it's like, wow, why did I pick Samus? Well, if I just stayed Mario, this probably could have been this could have been over by now.
Yeah, it very well could have been. In carrying that momentum from game 1 forward, could have put him up at least 2-0, stealing counterpick advantage. Now something standing firmly in his opponent's favor for the rest of this set. And going back to small battlefield here in game number 4, I have to wonder once again if this is the right space. I understand why you're going for less space, but you were so good on PS2, and your routes are different. You were hitting those routes, but you're dropping these. I'm curious what the decision making is.
We're gonna have to see how the decision making plays out here. Just going and running it back. And honestly, I don't hate the decision. Mario can definitely win here. And I know for a fact if I'm going up against Mario as Greninja, Battlefield is definitely off the table, so I probably wasn't even an option for it. So yeah, just go ahead and run it back.
And Greninja loves Battlefield, but against Mario, no thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving them all that for free. That's definitely not going to be happening.
Speaking of not giving anyone anything for free, we are seeing a return to the neutral of game 1 on these early dash dancing. The reset, the single hit scrambles, and then the resets. But this time, NoTag missing his parry attempts and instead just gonna get put to ledge. But the tricky wall jump, getting that fast while finding the up smash, beautiful way to reset and tack on some extra damage. It find and extend the lead in this game out of disadvantage, but getting grabbed, put it ledge. Now Greninja off stage, but somehow just Anarchy gonna miss the back air lineup, and that might be the chance NoTag needed to still take that stock first.
For sure, they definitely needed to capitalize there, but luckily they were able to recover safely as well. And they have Anarchy at a good percent, where any one mistake could be a stock drop. But also on the other side of the coin, if they make a mistake right here and Anarchy's able to confirm into something, it could be dangerous.
We really haven't seen many confirms. This has been a straight hit game through and through, Dom. The pressure is on for both of these characters who thrive off of those hit confirms to just find a single one. As Anarchy drops that down tilt forward air, you see NoTag right now. He's not confident on his positioning. He's just resetting. He's just taking the time, taking the spacing to find that single hit. Beautiful pivot up smash there to slide out and call out Anarchy, who couldn't jump the platform because of the positioning before the up smash.
Oh, you're gone? Yeah, just gonna keep it simple. F-Til's gonna do it at that point. And that's like the one thing that you can kind of fall back when you're playing Mario, right? A lot of the game gets tough as Mario, just like out of nowhere. Like, people decide they want to play defense, disjoints start coming out, people remember to use their range. So all of a sudden you're good, you're working a lot. But people will jump. And Mario is very good at stuffing out jumps with that up smash, and that's exactly how NoTag has gotten so many of the stocks in the set.
And Greninja, are you okay? Because NoTag just fell clean out of that back air. Now finding the reversal, this could be big damage, but instead, and not looking like feeling confident in the kill confirm, so it just takes it up here for a little extra percent, resets the scenario. You're not going to be able to pin down Greninja from that position with how high his jump is, and instead just having to reset, giving Anarchy this extra chance. But again, he's not able to keep the advantage thing going, and this game has really been game one if Anarchy was playing like he was in game two, and that now neither player is finding confirms. Not because they're dropping them, but just because they aren't getting the openings.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games, and it has been one of those games so far. It's going to be really, you get your simple hits, you get out of there, we reset, we do it all over again. You can see the game clock is winding down. We're already halfway through. This is not how this matchup typically goes, not between these two especially.
And, I mean, it is something to consider right here. Only one stock taken a piece at 3 minutes left on the clock. And the way these two are playing, even at this percent, I mean, it could be another 30, 40 seconds. And if it is, you know, that time might start to tick down, and it very well could approach timeout territory, though we aren't there yet. But when the most consistent hit you're hitting in 30 seconds is water shuriken or a stray fireball, stray weak hit back here, well, I mean, we might get there.
Yeah, no, time is probably going to be a factor if the game continues at this rate. So we're just going to see. That last second is going to dictate everything. Get off ledge back here, not going to do it from ledge right there. Called out the ledge jump perfectly.
And that's hard to do right, as Mario against Greninja, because you have to commit to the double jump there as well, but not able to find it though. Whoa. Single direction hydro pump, gonna push you just far enough. You can't snap the ledge and give Anarchy the reversal. Very creative option from him there, and potentially the break he needed to seal out the set.
Yeah, because now we actually have breathing room. We have space to operate, but again, just as soon as he started building something up smash yet again, calling him out. Tech roll away, I'm still gonna be over there, because nobody wants to tech roll towards Mario, you know, like, that's not a thing that people think of. So if I just call out and overshoot, I will catch you where you reappear.
I like the use of the flood there, right? Just once again, not feeling like he had the scenario, recognizing that Anarchy has had a jump habit from ledge, and using it to find an early ledge trap, early edge guard. Not gonna find the combo off the tech chase, even though he was right. He just wasn't quite.
Yeah, he was looking
enough on his spacing.
He was looking to get a pickup grab right there instead of going for a jab block or a reset. But regardless, that whole situation, Anarchy should be very lucky to walk away with only 66%. It could have been very, very dangerous.
Especially at that position under platform.
Yeah.
The grab there leads into the up air straight into death, or into either down air or death. So off the up B. So looking, you know, we're not out of death yet because
good tech.
You're at ledge against Mario, right? That forward air always a threat, but able to reset and fight back. But now it's NoTag with center stage, holding the edge of this platform, not wanting to give Greninja those kill confirms and give himself that extra room to retreat, to recover if he needs, get those height mix-ups as well, and limit the falling aerials. But even still, NoTag is not able to keep out Anarchy, and Dom, the pressure is on it with only 45 seconds left. Clock's ticking.
Yeah. Like I said, time is going to be a factor to keep playing this way. And the F-tilt, yeah, I'm about to say, that's not going to just kill you, even at 145.
I love that fireball.
Fireball is super clutch.
Beautiful positioning from NoTag, but honestly, at this point, Anarchy can just keep throwing you off stage, rinse repeating coast to coast the way he's been doing. He doesn't even need to find the stock because he's got such a large percent lead, but it's not going to matter because that last grab is going to find the up throw, and with the range to back it up in the smaller stage, it's going to close out the game. Anarchy 3-1 over NoTag, qualifying top 8 winner's side.
Congratulations.
And in a tournament like this,
That's
I mean,
huge. That's
that
really
might,
big.
you know, but we're our next set coming up too, right? Has 2 killers. This set, 2 killers. NoTag getting sent to losers again before top 8 at Rock the Hill. Last one he won, so that might be what he needs. That might be his secret sauce.
That might just how he does it.
But still not where he wanted to be for the next phase of bracket. That being said,
you don't want to be down there because we've seen the bracket down there. It's rough. The people down there fighting on the floor, that's where the actual action is happening. Like, we're getting the good matches up here, but a lot of the killer matches are happening down there. Like,
and can I just say how cool it is
actually,
that we have a tournament? They're literally in the middle of a sports arena.
You know, I love events like that.
Like, it's so cool. It doesn't get old. It really doesn't. And just that feeling of wonder when you look up around you and see just the scale of the space that you are competing in. Coming up next, we have Lima and Lol Yoshi. Lima, a stranger to none, Bayonetta extraordinaire, one of the best Bayo players in the world, and I think the most creative with his combo finishers.
I think this is the best Bayonetta in the world. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I'll give it 1 because we haven't seen Bloom internationally enough. But he's certainly up there for sure, Dom. On the other hand, though, we've got a North Carolina warrior and one of the best doubles players out there. Doesn't travel nearly as much, but put up a good result at Patrick in both singles and doubles. Lol Yoshi, the Mii Gunner. Not a character you see very often. Only really one Mii Gunner player making waves around the world right now in Capitan Cito, but I think he showed, and Lol Yoshi has showed regionally. It's like, you know, that character has just, I think that character not only viable, but